Hello again and welcome back to some climbing news. Not gonna waste anybody's time with intro stuff. Let's get the shot in the rough. Okay, so to start us out, turns out the effects of a full moon last a lot longer than I was actually expecting, like literally a week, which is the amount of time it took Galla, who we could probably confirm at this point is a goddamn werewolf, at least he's not human, to send his second ever 9A V17 Return of the Sleepwalker, because that's not freaking human. So lots to think about with this one, lots of stuff that even Zach has apparently been pondering, but first we gotta talk about how long he took to do this thing, the answer to which is kind of complicated. He's been trying the boulder on and off apparently for some years, which isn't really surprising. He sent Sleepwalker back in December of 2023 in about 7 sessions. So since then, it seems anytime he was out in Vegas, he was giving this boulder some tries here and there, just kind of playing with sequences and all that, but not really feeling as though the whole thing was all that possible. Seems he only really had a couple of sessions this year where he thought he could do the whole thing, and that only really came after a few beta tweaks, particularly the ability to use a certain right-hand crimp from the stand that let him skip a whole bunch of shuffle moves and the intermediate before the big throw. So essentially, like just 2 sessions with the new beta before his actual send, which is pretty freaking wild. Now that does bring into question something Zach was wondering about in his post, and it's something I've also been super curious about too myself. Vegas sandstone is reportedly extremely soft, meaning it's very prone to change over time. Holds being constantly brushed and climbed on can and often does erode them, ultimately making them become bigger and bigger, sometimes better, sometimes worse. It's a problem you will very much encounter on a lot of sandstone in the world, not just the stuff in Vegas. But I digress. Sleepwalker is probably one of the most famous hard boulders in the world, and seemingly almost always has someone trying it, so it's just one of those things you gotta wonder about, like how much easier, if at all, has the climb become since Jimmy Webb got the first ascent back in 2018, and then by extension, how much easier, if at all, has Return of the Sleepwalker itself gotten since D-Money sent in 2021. Has the climb gotten easier because the holds are bigger? Has Zach gotten stronger? Is it a little bit of both? And could that be contributing to his overall sense that grades at the top of the scale, particularly V16 and 17, feel a little bit compressed? Could it be that Shaolin and Return are just on the softer side of 9A, but still 9A? Like how will Burden, for example, compare for Zach? I just asked Noah Wheeler about it, who told me that he felt like Burden felt a little bit easier to him than Shaolin. And I mean, you know, honestly, that's fair. Burden is like exactly Noah's style. It's a perfect outdoor board climb, so it suits him really freaking well. Couldn't really tell me how he felt about Return, given he did it 2 years ago, but yeah, it will be interesting to see how Zach fares on other V17s in the world. He's reportedly done the stand start to Megatron from a few moves lower, according to someone on Reddit, but I can't really confirm that for the moment, so don't quote me on that one because I'm not really entirely sure. Wouldn't be surprised, you know, because Zach is on one right now. He's more than capable of doing that. I would not be surprised if it's true, but can't really confirm. Either way, congratulations to Zach, man. He's back-to-back 9As is insanity. I think it's like the fastest that 2 9As have been done, at least since Hamish. It's crazy, dude. He's so freaking strong. It's wild. And then we gotta talk about this fucking bullshit right here. Yeah, dude, Bosi, what the fuck is that shit, dude? You're an outdoor climber. Tim Robinson, give me some help over here.
This is a betrayal on levels that no one's ever seen!
Exactly, dude, a coordination dyno on raw. How dare you defile such a beautiful piece of stone with the heresy brought upon the world by the devils of plastic worship. It's disgusting. Get out of my peninsula. Yes, I said it. My peninsula. He did that shit in Portugal. Portugal. That's almost my home. Those are my brothers. Those are my guys. Portugal. They're my boys. That's my boys. Fuck Will Bosi, man. Stupid shit. Ban him. Ban him from Sintra. It's like Austin Hoyt doing the same thing on Lucid.
The double clutch on Lucid, like, it's so sick. Like,
dude shouldn't have been let back in a Bishop. It is ridiculous. It is disgusting. I will not stand for it. Except actually the Lucid thing, that was actually really dope. I'm only excusing it because Austin's from the Northeast and that's where I started climbing, but But Austin, man, you're on thin ice, okay? Now, for real though, this sort of stuff is honestly really freaking cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I fucking loathe coordination moves and general hypermodern comp style setting in my gym almost as much as Ondra hates toe hooks, both because I freaking suck at it and because I just don't personally find it all that fun or satisfying to do for whatever reason. Come to think of it, probably also the same reason Adam hates toe hooks as much as he does. But I do think that the idea that it doesn't transfer to real rock, or the whole, you won't find moves like that outdoors, the coordination stuff, not the toe hooks, that excuse is just freaking asinine, as evidenced by, well, Bosi and Austin, and actually a ton of other boulders out there that have been climbed in that style by comp kids that can't stop sending stuff on rock. I do think, though, that this opens up a pretty interesting question with regards to grading this sort of stuff. Because let's face it, coordination move is pretty much by definition low percentage. And it's kind of hard to know how exactly people think about low percentage moves when it comes to the way they grade things. Like, essentially what I'm asking is, should the fact that a move is by nature low percentage feature into the overall grade of the climb that move is in? In other words, if a one move wonder low percentage V10 move can only be done, say, 2 out of 10 times, but those 2 times you do it, it feels easy, like V8. Should the fact that it takes a lot of accuracy to do it like perfectly feature into the ultimate final grade? In my opinion, no. That theoretical climb should be downgraded. It's something I've been thinking about a lot, especially within the context of Shaolin. Like Zach, for example, he talked about how Shaolin felt easier physically than return, but he took longer because of the accuracy component. So I can't help but wonder if the climb still felt 9A while he was doing it, or if it felt easier when everything lined up perfectly. And if that's the case, would it then merit a downgrade despite the fact that it keeps taking people who are incredibly strong a ridiculously long amount of time to do it? Same with this new Bosi project, right? Dude thinks it's a mega proj, but unlocked the moves using a very low percentage movement style. Does that mean the climb could actually be easier than he originally thought? I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm just kind of thinking out loud at this point. But I'd love to know what everyone else's opinions on this are. Like, do I have a point here? Or do I just need to, shut the fuck up? And speaking of Austin Hoyt, dude just sent the freaking process in Bishop, which is just absolutely mega. And I think that's pretty much everything done over there for him, except maybe Devolution, which is also 8C plus V16. I don't know. He sent the Swarm in the latest Mad Rock video too, I think, and I think he's done Goldfish Trombone. I don't know. He's done Blobfish Trombone. Whatever. Austin's gonna run out of boulders in Bishop is the point. Like I said, he's just got Devolution left to do, which he seems to really like those boulders, like that boulder, like the Grandpa Peabody boulder in particular. So he'll probably be giving that a go or two at some point, I'm assuming. I don't know. But yeah, man, 5th ascent of the process, which was first done by Daniel Woods back in 2015. It was like the world's 4th ever 8C plus V16, which honestly, when you look at that thing, and then you look at the world's 2nd ever V16 being freaking Terra Nova, and Ondra just kind of dropping off of it, like you kind of start to really realize there are very clear differences in the epicness of boulders. Like this thing's just rad. In the words of Austin Hoyt, the dopest climb I've ever done. I'm not sure it could get much doper. He's not wrong, and apparently has had a poster of Daniel send of this thing above his bed ever since he was a kid, so I can't imagine how incredible it must have felt to get up there. I mean, like, dream fucking boulder for pretty much anyone in the world who has been climbing long enough. First ascent of that boulder, by the way, is a long-ass real rock movie you should definitely check out if you haven't. Should be on Red Bull TV. It's called High and Mighty. Give it a look. Links down below. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what Austin's send footy looks like. If he did another crazy coordination thing, I don't know, probably not, but who fucking knows, man? That dude's strong as hell. And on we move to Michaela Kiersch, who has just been absolutely tearing it up since she moved to Austria. And by it, I mean all the insecure man babies that keep commenting shitty things on her posts. Like seriously, if you're the kind of person that does this stuff, why do you do this? I don't understand. How does this make your life better in any way? How does that help you climb? Like, does it help you climb harder stuff? Is the ego really that fragile that you can't see how epic it is that this person is climbing as hard as she is? Michaela left the US and just has not stopped sending hard shit. It's seriously just like, it's 8A plus after 8A plus. That's V12, by the way. It's insane. She's just absolutely killing it, and reportedly is maybe looking at trying Arrival of the Birds, which honestly, she trains like a maniac on teeny tiny little credit card holds. I would not be surprised if she manages to make incredible progress on that freaking thing. Anyways, the point is, a lot of dudes gotta get their shit together, because comments like these are just sad, man. They need to be shamed. They really do need to be shamed. I'm a big believer in that. So good on Michaela. Would be cool to see that become a trend, and that other women will do the same. I hopefully it does, man. This shit has no place in climbing. If you're doing that stuff, man, get just fucking stop, dude. It's stupid. What are you doing? Ridiculous. And finally, last but not least, we got Ondra in an 80s outfit on a Vespa before we got freaking GTA 6. And as happy as this particular rock star wearing this makes me, the other rock star, you know, the company, really needs to fucking get its shit together, because it's just getting embarrassing at this point. Now, if you haven't watched this video on Adam's channel, go check it out. It's all about Adam putting up an atrociously difficult looking slab route that he grades 9A 514D on slab. Like, just gross, but also surprisingly epic. And I do have some thoughts I'd like to share with you on this video, because I freaking loved it. But I really, really wish we'd gotten more of this and less of this. Let me explain. So I watch a lot of climbing footage, like a lot. It's practically my freaking job to do so at this point. And the thing about the vast majority of climbing movies is they're freaking formulaic. It's the same thing over and over again, right? It's guy or gal tries rock, guy or gal fails for a bit, then guy or gal climbs rock successfully. Sometimes little things like, you know, the aesthetic changes, but sometimes it looks like an old skate video from the early 2000s, but that's about it. So when I saw Ondra doing this, I got incredibly excited. I thought I was about to watch something completely new, and it was something new and fun and awesome. It's the best part of this video, and the inclusion of the history of the area, which I won't spoil for anyone that hasn't watched this thing, is equally awesome. And then it just kind of it turned back into the same old thing. No more fun 80s style neon pink outfit, no more incredibly extra presentation, just more of the same tired angles, the same tired narrative, the same old thing, just on slab this time instead of on an overhang. And that, like, let me be super clear. As far as climbing videos go, this is incredibly well done. Like, I'm not saying it's a badly shot video or anything. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it, like the second part of the video where it's more normal. It's actually incredible work by Ondra's team. It's just more of the same, which is kind of a bummer at this point. And I wish we could get something a little bit more different, like the beginning. It's kind of like seeing like two totally different sides of the same coin, for different coin. I don't know what I'm talking about. Jesus Christ, what am I saying? Okay, look, like we get a little glimpse at how fun and playful this stuff could be, like climbing videos. And then when it comes to the hard stuff, we gotta get serious again. I don't know, like the one hand, I understand that the big number sells, but it just kind of sucks that climbing media seemingly has to take itself entirely too seriously and is really only about how hard something is, as opposed to literally all the other things in the entire rest of the world. Like, difficulty is cool, yes, but it's not the only thing that's interesting about this sport. And like demonstrating how difficult something is doesn't need to be a serious thing. I don't know, I'm going on another rant again. I gotta stop myself. I'm gonna throw a question on to you guys. Man, do you agree? Do I need to shut the fuck up again? Let me know. Cause I feel like we keep presenting difficulty in the exact same overtly serious manner as opposed to something fun. Like, why can't we have like a fun video that shows someone climbing incredibly hard? I don't know. They just dress him up as Gandalf or some shit. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Dude dressed as Gandalf trying Burden of Dreams? That'd be fucking hilarious. I would watch the shit out of that. Why not? I don't know, dude. Like, why? I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. Jesus Christ. But hey, that was some climbing news. Sorry there wasn't that much news, but I don't know what's going on. Not that much stuff going on in the world, but whatever. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for supporting me with your time, helping me create a place to start cool conversations about climbing. Appreciate you all. And anyone not subscribed, what the fuck are you doing? It's one button. Go and press it. But really, only if you're liking the videos. Don't do that. Otherwise, it's weird. But yeah, all that aside, I will see you all again on Friday as always. But in the meantime, go climb some stuff.